This is the building that we were working on. So it's quite tall buildings. You can imagine the scaffolding cost to reach the top, which is where the bird netting needed to be installed, would have been really, really expensive and also required because there's actually it's almost like double floors here where you can't quite see it, but they're really, really tall between the terrace and the top of the roof. And the pigeons were invading this building, and there's just been a real issue for the residents. The bird netting went all the way around from the terrace all the way to the top, and you can see that the only real sort of feasible option apart from using Spectrum would have been to use scaffolding. The reason the job was kind of complicated, and perhaps why even some rope access companies would have struggled with this, is because of the roof. Obviously, we upsell from the top down the majority of the time on what we do, but actually the netting installation was really difficult because of the shape of the roof. You can see it's like a curved roof. Actually, we had to make a net that was also finishing in the shape of the roof, while also abseiling off a really, really awkwardly shaped roof, which didn't have any anchor points. So there's just a whole bunch of things going on here that makes this job really challenging. And I don't know if many people would have been able to sort of figure out the best way of doing this job. But we managed to come up with a safe system of work, and we used portable anchors because there was no anchorage, and we used some of our top level threes to be able to rig the job up safely. And we're able to abseil off the building and do a completely new bird netting installation that went all the way around. We did find that while doing the job, we had some issues, and all the fixings from the previous installation had completely failed. So we actually ended up having to replace all of those. And as well as that, actually, we did do a full clean of the areas that got invaded by these birds. So we done a full clean on those areas and installed new netting and reinstalled all the fixtures around, renewing all the bird netting, like the tension wires and everything else that's required there. We actually double netted the bottom bit here where it was a bit of a problematic area, and we created private space between the netting for some residents that wanted the area opened. It was quite a complex job. Doesn't look awfully difficult at first sight, but actually when you look into the specific design and the details of the building, it actually was a really, really difficult job, not only to abseil but just to also do.